Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 10 of this gas station. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to finish up some of the modeling. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to clean up some of them and also edit some of the design. So for example, this dump truck, I'm gonna put it on the left side. So now let's go to ground floor and then just move this one onto the left side. So I'm just quickly going to add it right there, and then I'm going to highlight everything and then nudge it in place. You could just leave this one, so just hold shift and then squeeze it onto this side. I'm just gonna leave it some space like that so that it's not too much crowded, and then just roughly put it in the middle of this. And then next thing I'm gonna clean up is the material that I use here, because I don't want to use parking stripe because we use it's already default on this one, so I don't want to change this and then this will be changed as well. So that's what I'm planning to do. I'm just going to change this to a different, so I'm going to just simply change this to maybe laminate navy. I'm gonna use that so that I could remember to change this one as well. So go to paint, laminate navy. I'm going to put it right there. And then right there. Okay, so that's good. At least we'll be able to see it properly if we put it realistic, and then it will be all connected together. Click on finish, and then now let's create our sheets. Let's start off by going to our site plan, and then we could remove the elevation tags and the grids. So VG, go to annotation, type in G, and then uncheck grid, and then we could uncheck section as well, maybe section right here, and then also we could remove elevation tags, so E, so elevation. Click apply and then OK, and then everything is removed. We could write on this. What we could do is we could go to annotate and then click on text, leave it at 2.5, and then here we'll be able to put canopy, all caps. We could change the size if we want to. We could duplicate. We can make this one around maybe 5 instead, the size. So if that means we already have 5, so that's good. I want it to be bigger a little bit more, so 7. And then as you can see, we could just put canopy and then write on this CS, proposed building. So we're making our site plan, and then we could put in like the street name right here. So this one could be um, Jarvis Road. Make it bigger. So we have Jarvis Road, and then we also have James Street. And then let's rotate this. And then put it right there in the middle. So at least we have our site. And most of the time you can put more information if you want to. And then let's create our sheet. So we need to go to Sheets right here under Project Browser. Right click, New Sheet. We have A0 metric already loaded. But if you want different title blocks, you need to go to the main and then click on title block, and you'll be able to load different kinds. And for me, A0 is good enough size. I'm happy with that. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, A0, and then click OK. It will create its sheets. It will start with A001. You'll be able to change that if you want. So for me, I'm just gonna leave it like that. You'll be able to edit this one right here. You'll be able to change this to cover sheet first. So cover sheet and drawing list. So just leave it like that. Go back to sheet, right click on that, add more sheet, and Revit will recognize, and then as you can see, it will put in A102, so it will be in sequence as well. In terms of project name, let's change it right here. Gas station. Owner will be ACD. And if you want, we could space this out properly by editing the title block and just notching it in place at the top. Good enough. Space. Load it. Overwrite existing. So at least it's above there. And then it will be changed as well right here because everything is connected except for the unnamed. Like I said earlier, you can change it right here or you can change it on this area. So now here we could put site plan and then keep on adding sheets. So I'm just gonna add sheets. We only have ground floor or floor plan, so we could just put floor plan right here. And then we could put elevation. So add 2 more. Elevation. And then another elevation right here. So now, for our cover sheet, what we could do is we could go to ground again. So let's clean this up by clicking on this, close inactive, and then go back to your, so I'm gonna clean this up as well. Go back to your ground, and what we could do is we could concentrate on this area, not all of them, because we already have a site plan. So I'm gonna create a view. So here, under default 3D view, there's a drop down here, camera. I'm going to take a image like so. I'm gonna expand it a little bit and then change it to probably consistent color, or I'm gonna put it at hidden. Make it fine. And then here, go to graphic display option, and then change the background to gradient. It will look nicer. Maybe we should just put shade or consistent color so that it's still looking good. I'm gonna see how realistic will look like. It's still looking good with realistic, but consistent color is the best. So now here, this image, I want this to be my starting view and then also my cover. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to manage, and then this will be my starting view. So I need to click on this. The name of this is 3D view number 1. So I'm gonna go to starting view, and then I'm gonna go drop down, and then I'm going to select this 3D view number 1. Press OK. So every time I open this folder, this file, this is the one that I will see first. So that's my starting view. So we're already set on that. And then after that, I want to render this in order for me to add it to my cover sheet, and I'll be able to expand it, because just adding this one, you won't be able to expand it. So I'm going to quickly go to my views and then click on render, and then let's make it a medium, and then let's just click on render. So once it's done, as you can see, we have our rendering, and then you just need to save it to project, and you can even export it if you want. Once you save it in project, as you can see, Revit created a Revit folder right here that you'll be able to drag and drop in the sheet. So now I'm going to close this off, go to the cover sheet, and then select this and drag and drop. I'm going to select it right here to add it, and then here we don't need the title, so view title. We could double click here and then select that again to enable for us to expand it more. So that's good. I'm happy with that. So we just need to select it outside. So our cover, we're going to add in the drawing list here. So what I'm gonna do now is go to our schedule, right click on this, and then new sheet list. Things that I want to see is the sheet number, so select that, put it right here, and then the sheet name, put it right here again. If you want to delete it, you click remove parameter, but in order to add, this is the arrow color green. Once you do finish selecting those, press OK, and then now we'll be able to expand this more or change some of the parameters. So here, drawing list, and then I'm going to edit this one. So we're here now. I'm gonna click on edit here, and I want to change the appearance. So here, black row before data, I don't want that. So basically we're removing this, so uncheck that. And then title text, I want it to be bigger, so I want it to be 4. Header text, I want it to be around 3, and then body text, I want it to be 2.5. So I'm setting parameters so that it looks much better. Expand it more, and then we just need to drag and drop it to our cover sheet. So anything changes in our drawing list, this will edit as well. So we just basically automate it, and we don't need to think about it anymore. So just for an example, I'm gonna create another sheet, and let's see if it will create as well. So new sheet, select on that, and then go back to cover, and as you can see, it created A106 unmet. I'm gonna delete that. I'm gonna delete that again because we don't need it, and it instantly deleted it as well. So that's how easy it is to create a drawing list. And then now what we could do is we could add in our site plan. Let's try and drag and drop this one and see how it looks and how big it is. So because we might need to edit the site. So it looks like it's good enough size. We just need to make it small around this side, and then it looks perfect. So just go back to site and then check all of this, click apply, and then select here, and then drag it right here so that only this part is being shown and it's not too much. And then now you just need to uncheck this if you want to, but you don't need to actually, because it's not going to be visible in the PDF. So it's up to you if you just want to maintain that. And then now you just need to put it in the middle and how you like it. And then after that, we just need to fix this. So select site. I want it to be overall site. So what I'm gonna do is press escape multiple times, select here, and then view name. Don't change this one, because once you change this one right here, it will change on the floor plan as well. We don't want that. We just want it to be changed right here. So I'm gonna put overall site plan and then click apply. So overall site plan, you need to select it right here first before applying, because sometimes it doesn't show. Overall site plan. Click apply, and then as you can see, it changed it. Select the view again. So you need to select the view in order for this one to be grabbed. And as you can see, there it is. And then you can instantly change all of this if you want to, so that it fits perfectly to your space right here. So now let's go to our floor plan. I believe in the floor plan we need to edit it. So this is called ground. What we can do is remove the elevation tag. So VG, go to annotate, select here, type in E so that it goes to E instantly. Uncheck elevation and then press OK. And then now we need to crop this. So check all of them, and then let's just move it along right here. So I want to basically focus on this area. We can even put an enlarged part if we want to, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. So now let's go. We might change this scale, so don't be surprised if we're gonna change it, because as you can see, if we add it here, we have some room. So what we need to do is we need to go back to ground again and then play around with the scaling. So maybe you want to 50 would be good. And then let's see. So maybe 1 to 75. And as you can see, we don't have 1 to 75, so we could do custom. Put it 175. We could display the name. That's fine. And then now let's look at it. So 1 to 75 is good size. It will fit right here, and also we'll be able to have um, some general notes and keynotes if we want to. So we'll be able to add all of those. So now I just don't want it to be ground again. So select on that. I want it to be, I think ground. I'm not still thinking of. So yeah, we'll just leave it at ground because I couldn't think of anything right now that we want to change the name to. So now I'm gonna press edit, escape multiple times, select on that so that I could put it in the middle right here, and then select the view and then fix it a little bit. We could change this one to first floor plan instead, because just putting ground doesn't make sense. And then just expand this one, and we have the scale right there to indicate. And then now let's go to elevation. So double click on that, clean this up. For the elevation, I believe we already cleaned some of them, but I want to see how it looks and how big it is. So I'm gonna put east first and see how it looks. It's actually too small, so I'm gonna increase the scale on that. So undo that, go back here, change it to 1:50, and see how it looks. We might crop it, so we just might to crop it on this space, and then let's see how it looks for north. So for north, we need to change this to 1:50 and see how it looks on the floor plan. This one, we need to definitely crop this only for the building. So we need to go back to each and every one of them. We could put it to fine if we want to, change this to shaded, and then we could even put the background so that it looks much better. And then now we need to check all of this and then select here and then crop it. Good enough size so that everything is being shown, but we need to be careful, and so we need to change this one as well. 1:50, detail to fine, and then shaded, and then graphic display, background to be graded, apply, okay, and then go right here to check all of them, and then we'll be able to crop this one. This one we need more space, just hard to grab it. I'm gonna even if it's too much, you can also crop the levels, and it will basically fit into what you want. So here, even though I crop it, it just moves, and then the text is still readable. So that's how that one works. So south elevation, 1:50. And then background, gradient, apply, okay. Same idea. I need to crop them. And then only this one is visible. So we're basically editing it. to fit on what we're trying to add. Display, let's not forget this background, and then go right here to check all of them in order for us to crop, and then there we go. So now let's go back here. We just need to clean this up, select here, and then just put it right there. This one, clean it up. It's still over, so we need to just quickly put it right there, and then gradually clean it up, and then here select that so that we could, I want it to be aligned, select it right here, and then there we go. And then the elevation, the south elevation right here, still needs more editing. This one, it looks fine. We just need to chop this one right here so that it's still visible. And then for the south, we need to edit it more. So I'm gonna pull this one right here, and then maybe move this one a little bit more. Just editing more in order for everything to fit properly. And then now select that and edit. So there we have it. So now let's print everything. So select print, choose your printer, click on select views, and then put it back to combine, because we don't want it to be separate files once we print it. Select right here, uncheck views, and then check all of this. We could save this preset so that we could just go right here later on in order for us to instantly add everything. So here, full set. I'm gonna save this one because right now, once we uncheck this one, go back right here, I want full set. It's automatic. We don't need to do anything. We don't need to click on anything. We just need to press OK and then OK. And then now it's just printing. Click it closed. So now I'm just gonna save it right here. In this folder, save it, and then we'll be able to see how it looks. So now this is the first page, second site plan, overall site plan. We have our first floor plan. Everything is included right there. Location wise, elevation looks good, having this one right there. So we're gonna stop here for now, and we're gonna continue on the next video. We're probably going to start putting everything to Twinmotion, preparing it. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.